morning, YouTube. Today is the 6th day since I left Michigan, and I just spent the night at a roadside pull-off in Destruction Bay, Yukon Territory on Kluane Lake. This country feels like home. This is like Alaska through here. Northern BC, Northern Alberta, they're awesome, but they're not the same as the Yukon. Yukon and Alaska, they're very similar. And this feels a lot like being home. Unfortunately, right now I got the camera turned on in a stretch of road where I can't see anything. Hold on a second, I'll show you what it looks like. That's where we are right now. In the Yukon. The Yukon looks a lot like Alaska. Man, this feels very homey through here. Very homey. Got about another 3 hours. 2 or 3 hours. And I should be at the border. Cross the border and then, I don't know, it's maybe 6 hours from there. See you soon. How's this for country? Just me and the dog, Led Zeppelin 4 playing over and over because there's no radio stations. Good times. Well, folks, I just crossed the border into Alaska. Just went through customs and now I'm back in the good old United States of America. Canada was really good to me, but it's really nice not to be in a foreign country. Where they built the border out here, where the border between Canada and the US is, the landscape actually changes a lot as soon as you cross over into Alaska. Very interesting. You swerve real hard away from that mountain range, or the mountain range turns actually, and it becomes a lot drier, a lot rockier. I guess they put the border in a pretty good spot. In the Yukon Territory, it's very swampy right before the border for the last 40-50 miles. So Daisy and I made it to Alaska. We are about we're about 30 miles from Tok, first major town in Alaska, which is about 100 miles in. Check out the view here. This is just a roadside pull-off. I'd love to have this. You could build a restaurant right here. Or an awesome house. A little close to the highway, but I mean, that's just what you want to see when you're here. I'd love to take a nap. Oh, how's it going, everybody? Just made a stop on the side of the road here to let the dog out. And I got an old gravel pit here. Just past Dot Lake, on my way to Delta. And I found this big pile of snow, this big snowbank. Snow everywhere. So, I topped my cooler off with ice. Makes sense. You know, I think I'll take one of these Vernors for the road. Nice cold Vernors. Oops, better throw my butter in there. Yeah, it'll be fine. About 150 miles to go. Very last leg. Whew, what a trip. Alright, here I am at the world famous Hilltop truck stop on the Elliot Highway heading north. About 4 more miles and I'll be home. See you then. Here we are in the very last stretch. 3,838 miles later, climbing the mountain, and the road is good enough to let me do it. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I can't believe this. Oh, this is a blessing. Sometimes this road in the spring is a real nightmare. Oh, I'm spinning. Come on, baby, you can do it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, well, I guess it could be better, but... Uh-oh. And another problem. My driveway's kind of snowed in. What do I do here? I guess I go get a shovel. I got plenty of shovels. Or I could just go up. I'm gonna go up the hill, turn around at the neighbors, and get in by gravity. Or not. Because the road up here is impassable. Okay, I can do this. So I'm gonna go back where I came from. And when I get to the driveway, I think I'll back into the driveway so as I don't have to turn this rig around. Just use gravity as my buddy. Oh, here we go. Bombing through the snow drifts in my Escort station wagon. Okay, backing down the driveway. Oh, it's nice to be back. It's nice to be off the road. You can see the driveway. It could stand to thaw out a little bit, but I've seen it worse. The car's getting a little warm. I'm gonna call it good right here. This car's kind of overheating. Oh, and here we are. My poor old camp here. It's just destroyed. Let's see what we got to deal with. Both the trucks look good. Here's our little fire area. Platform for the new cabin. Looks like it made the winter okay. Storage tent. Both of the trucks look like all the tires are good. You can see the view. I hear the neighbor's beagle too. Here's the real problem. The real problem is our wall tent was destroyed this winter because of excessive snowfall. Tons and tons of snow. Now I'll bet you anything, I've got a nice pond in the middle of this that is going to be impossible to drain. Big chunks of ice. How am I going to do this? Not a problem because we have the other cabin. Well, I have to admit, I thought it would be worse than this, but I wish it was better. There's the outhouse. Looks like it collapsed straight down. There's probably going to be some water damage. When we get the cabin done, the wall tent won't be needed anymore. But until then, it's home. And it is not happy. Also, we lost a tree here. That might have done it. That tree hitting the tent might have instigated this whole thing. How am I going to get up on top of this thing and get that ice out? I have no idea. Wow. It's a bit catastrophic. Okay. I have to get the ice out. Looks like I'm gonna need a new ridge pole. I have to get this whole thing apart and back up. Can I do this evening, or should I just go stay in the cabin? Good thing the stove isn't damaged. I think this is going to be fairly repairable. But there is a tarp that goes over the top of it, so that's not the end of the world. Looks like I got another giant rip back there in the corner. You can see something came through the wall. I don't know what that is. Table, maybe? I don't know. Quite a disaster. Stay tuned, I'll grab the tripod and we'll start figuring this out.